Looks like the carrier score has been revealed for 80%.
And there it is. 80%. Good old-fashioned race through the game as fast as you can. And we're off.
Now, for the record, Stump has 80%, 55 minutes and 33 seconds. Mekobyte with 56 minutes and 22 seconds. So
That's awesome. They're, yeah, really close. Cool. Yeah, it's always fun. As this tournament went on, the last few rounds have been really fun to watch. You got people with very similar skill levels facing each other, and so hopefully we'll get ourselves a good match. Best of luck to both runners.
What's really good about the Swiss tournament is that as the match progresses, then the likelihood of matching between players with the similar skill levels becomes more and more likely. And sprints with the last of the Swiss rounds, this is pretty much as close as we can get.
Yeah, that's a good point. Absolutely.
Mick getting a 44 with Saris, and Stump with the 41.
Not too bad. Yeah, just a couple seconds apart right now. Of course, Saris is usually pretty quick, but if you're like me and get, 33s and 35s, sometimes fall behind a little bit. These guys are good. I know Stump has been playing for some time. I don't know how long Mako has been on the scene, but like I said, they got really good 100% times, right around 55 minutes. And here they go on the planet. We'll be cruising to get that morph ball. Ooh, and Stump taking the lead by a second. All right. Our first real lead change.
Change. Possibly one of the many lead changes.
Yeah. Both runners choosing to not use the meme fall. I don't know how I feel about that.
Ooh, Mick will do another lead swap.
Look at that sink. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that was some great door synced up right there in the elevator, too.
We have a race.
Yes. It's morphin' time. Again, yeah.
Looks like Mako shot the door before he grabbed the missiles, which is going to give him the slight advantage. So,
Good call,
tiny optimizations.
Nice, yeah, and both look like they got that little mock ball out of there. That's
very well done.
Very nice, yeah. There we go, Mako just a half a second ahead. These guys are keeping it tight. Now the real challenge begins. This is the climb. Oh my gosh, that sink there again. All right.
It's like Stump's doing the right wall climb, and Mako's doing the behemoth climb.
Yeah, we have competing techniques here. This is cool. And both runners pulling them off very well.
Wow. Two different strats and still syncing up.
It like, yeah, at the same time. Holy cow. That's awesome. And then, okay.
Poetry Stump did take a damage, so
Yeah,
going
Stump is...
going to Bomb Treezel without full health isn't optimal. So we'll see if he gets some lucky drops.
Yeah, exactly. That, it can really troll you. You can, I've seen nothing but health drop from those eggs, and then sometimes you get plenty of missiles, so... but if you have full health, you're guaranteed missiles, so it is nice to have that safety. It's another thing you don't have to worry about as much.
Didn't get full missiles, but still was able to get enough damage on him.
Yeah.
And still managed to take the lead.
Stump, yeah. Got him first. Very nice.
Poetry Mako triggered the second phase, which happens if you bring Bomb Treezel below 100 health. If you shoot him enough, a specific number of times with the regular shots, then you could skip that phase.
Yeah. I feel that there's a little animation there, so it is ideal to kind of get him before he loses his head.
So ideally,
Sorry,
ideally you'd shoot multiple of 5 shots with Bomb Treezel to skip the animation phase.
Right, yeah. It says 5 shots is the same as missile, 100 damage, I believe, Brent. Cool.
Still only a few seconds apart from these two runners.
Yep, I could be going... Okay, Stump with a nice mock ball there. Mako right behind him. And yeah, they're just 4 seconds or so apart. I believe both runners will be doing the old route. I think which is the standard boss order: Kraid, Phantoon, Dragon, Ridley. But of course, it is any percent. You can pick up whatever you feel like. So I'm sure there'll be some small differences.
Mako actually getting a nice big energy drop from the yellow guy, flying guy.
Yeah.
Mako was able to close the gap by taking some damage from the green pirates.
Wow, look at that snake right there.
Oh,
That was like pixel perfect missile grabbing. Oh my goodness. And yeah, Mako has made up a couple seconds.
it's a really good green hill Mako.
Oh, this is exciting, man. This is really fun.
What a waste.
Yeah, they're right there with each other.
You guys love what you're seeing. Please follow these runners.
Absolutely, yeah. Give these guys a follow. This tournament was really difficult. I know. I think you and I this was my first speed gaming tournament, and yeah, there were a lot of things you have to learn in order to be able to finish the 5 different categories. So these guys have put in some time, and it's really cool that they're able to run for us now. So
There are a lot of top runners that didn't want to run this category because of how brutal some of the other categories are. So
Yeah,
for these
yeah,
runners to want to run is really amazing.
absolutely.
Ooh, and we see
Again,
another change lead.
yeah, there we go. They go ahead by like half a second. Oh wow, they've been so close this whole time. It's crazy. Oh, look at the door transitions, like almost exactly. Okay, let's see if the Kraid could be if they both get the stand up or the quick kill can be kind of a big difference maker.
Oh,
About
look at
20.
that! Speaking of sync, look at the health.
Wow. Yeah. This is actually the same runner playing two games. Oh no, Stump getting the dance.
Yeah, looks like Stump went for the missile quick kill, which is technically faster, but it's a lot riskier. For those who
Yeah.
don't know, if you shoot Kraid with a charge shot, it actually stuns his hand along with his mouth, so it's just a lot easier to set up.
Yeah, I find it's easier myself as well. The missile one does look pretty sweet.
Makes a good recovery.
Yeah.
And I think this is why races are really interesting, and which I consider more interesting than speedruns, because personal best is all about beating your own time, but when it's a race, it's all about beating your opponent, and
That's
that
right, yeah.
involves it. You can either take more risk or play safer strats, and both of those can either pay off or punish you.
Absolutely. Yep.
As on Sub's case, if he got the double missiles, and if he got the double missiles, then that would have given him the edge to beat Mako, but unfortunately he missed that, which did cost him a lot of time.
Yeah, that's a good point. It is fun to see because in the race you just whatever you get is you have to keep rolling with it. So it's really cool to see the different risk versus reward decision making from both players, and you know if the gambles pay off and so forth. So
In this race, we've seen players who've gone ahead by foregoing safety saves and also lost races because of that.
oh yeah, for sure.
But a lot of these risky strats are not free, in the sense that if you mess them up, then you will pay for it. But other times you can gain a lot of speed from that. But it really depends on how consistent you are and how well you're doing ahead.
Yep. And here we got a little high five in the energy tank room here. Mako grabbing the missile pack on his way out, and the energy tank. So yeah, Stump had a fairly nice, a lovely dance with the Kraid monster, but he's not too far behind.
We still have Fantoon's RNG and a couple of other safe or risky strats coming up that could easily close this.
Yeah.
Speaking of risky strats, he is foregoing that missile pack.
Yeah, I agree. Some pointed out in chat it's the dab. Being tossed in with the multiple categories was really fun because it's not that category for certain is not a set path that you can just learn. That is always different and requires some thinking on the fly. So it has been a really fun tournament. This is the last of the regular 6 rounds. After tomorrow, we'll be getting into the top 8 with RBO and low ice added. I'm really hoping we get to see a couple of those matches. That'll be a lot of fun.
Forgery Sub is having trouble with the Bubble Mountain jump. The real last boss, that gets a nice deboost.
Yeah. That cack attack. Man, he's a jerk.
the real boss in 80%.
Absolutely. And another high five.
Wouldn't be a speed run without a speed booster.
Nope, you gotta boost your speed. To answer a question in the chat, reverse boss order, yeah, is RBO, where you do Ridley first, and then boss is in the reverse order. And low ice is low percent ice, so it's as Jastebro pointed out, you finish the game with the absolute minimum items you can possibly pick up, which makes for some challenging battles. It does so.
For those who are curious about the ice suffix for that, there are two techno-apostle routes with 40%. One is with ice and the other with speed booster. And ironically, the ice beam strat is significantly faster than speed booster.
Yeah, all right. Good point, yeah. So, those who are just joining, we got an 80% race here, and both runners were neck and neck within seconds of each other all the way until Kraid. Stump had a delightful dance evening with Kraid, while Mako killed him immediately. So that has been really the largest time difference. I think both runners have been very close. It should be a really good match. Mako on his way back up. He'll be going up to the ship. Say hi to our favorite squid monster ghost. Stump right behind him. Ooh, nice little jump over the save by Stump. I can never get that.
It's a really tricky start. Ooh, looks like Stump is going for an early ice beam.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Oh, and gets a nice spark.
Yeah. Very nice stuff. This is kind of cool. I like this actually because it makes that horrible red climb a lot easier. To do it sort of the intended way of freezing the turtles. So I do this myself in the 80% run.
Yeah, the red tower climb is a really hard trick to do.
Yeah, let's see if Mako gets this hero shot first try. Oh,
unfortunately not. Let's see if Stump gets a reverse exit. No, it looks like he gets it. That is a very hard trick to do.
Wow, yeah. Stump with an awesome ice escape. That's really hard. Right on. And yeah, you saw Mako there having just a bit of trouble getting up the red tower. It can be a trick if you get kind of out of your groove there. So.
And again, this is one of those risk versus reward strats. So may see Stump benefiting from this, as we saw Mako losing a lot of time.
Ooh, and into the vile plume.
Oh,
yuck.
Looks like we'll see an Alpha Spark.
Very nice by Stump. Yeah. Oh, shout out to Sloters. I believe that is his refill station. And Mako making a save here. Not a bad choice.
Even with the 3E tanks, Fantune is still a really risky boss to speedrun.
Yeah. Yeah, he's annoying. He can be really irritating, and also it's also a good point if Mako's going to be sparking over to the ship that does drain a good chunk of energy. So you end up with you can end up with kind of low energy by the time you actually get into Fantoon. So. Ooh, we got the Vile Plume over at Stump as well. So both runners getting chomped. You saw Stump using that ice beam to freeze those little yellow booger monster thingies.
Spiky booger.
Yeah. Oh no! Mako with the goopy. Stump is gonna make up a little time here. Keep in mind, Stump has the ice beam. So I think they're pretty close. Closer than they appear.
Virtually, we won't get to see how close they really are until after Dragon. Because that's when Mako is going to be picking his ice beam.
Right.
Going through the door a little early.
All right. Bless RNG for a little fast or mid patterns for Mako.
I'm going to call for a mid-slow for Mako.
Yeah, good call. I will bet for mid-mid. There's your mid. That was kind of cheating because I think Fantoon already passed the fast.
Ooh, gets a nice
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, mid.
There it is, yeah.
It's
Wow,
a nice 2-round.
Nice fight by Mako. Holy cow. That was beautiful.
Since Stump did not take out ice, looks like he's going for the missile Doppler.
Yeah, to answer question in chat, ice is picked up. It does save a lot of time. It's not like strictly required, but it ends up speeding up the Metroid rooms a lot. It helps a lot of runners use it for the Zepatite skip, as well as just having the damage increase from it. And as you saw, Stump helped Stump get a faster red tower, for example, freezing the turtles. So Ice Beam is it's a nice pickup for sure. It ends up saving a lot of time in the run.
Looks like Stump is going for charge wave Ice Beam, which is a really nice safe strat.
Yeah. Yeah, able to land all those hits. I think this will be his last round on
Ooh,
Fantoon.
needs to be careful.
Ooh.
Oh!
No!
Oh, that was a super missile away from beating him.
Ah, feels Samus, man.
Man.
Fantoon. Oh no, and he had the selected. He had the super missile selected. Oh, dang it! That's such a bummer. Oh. Back to the ship.
This is why Mako did the safety save, because
Yeah.
Fantoon is a really brutal fight.
Yep, that's like we were saying. Yeah, Mako opting to take the save. That is exactly. That's why. Yeah, and without a save, Stump will be back to the ship. But that's awesome. He didn't wait for a second. He's getting right back to it, getting back to work. Catch up. Got a little time to make up, but we have seen everything happen in this tournament, so nothing is guaranteed until it's over.
This is an 80%, so every boss is going to be a really tough fight.
Yeah. Yeah, Dragon can be wacky if, especially going for the Shine Spark kills, you can get the chain damage. And Ridley, of course, is difficult. There's a lot of things that can kind of go wrong, so. Yeah, give props to Stump for getting back in it.
Yeah, definitely props to him. Props to Stump for still playing.
Yeah. Mako often take out some of those battle crabs. So, just joining, Stump just took a death to Vantoon. And he, without a save, so he'll be making his way back through the game. And yes, good question. Both runners can view the other person's stream, so they, if they'd like to. So there's a good chance that they know where each other's at, but not always. So. And another Sloter's refill by Mako. This is a good one. I really like this one before going through Meridia. Because it helps it, you know, you can take a few hits from Botwoon and then you don't have to refarm all the way back up for Dragon and whatnot. So.
You still have one more Shine Spark to do up there, so you're also going to still be spending more energy coming up to Meridia.
Yep.
I once made a mistake of just rushing up to Meridia, realizing I didn't have enough energy to Shine Spark up.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's like, oh shoot, should have taken the refill. I've been there too, my friend.
Like Mako's doing some farming before he gets up there. Ooh, misses the angle jump.
Whoops. A little bit of a goop. That's all right. He had the right idea there. I think he was jumping a little ahead to minimize the damage taken from it. But I guess, yeah, those mid-air sparks are a little trickier. All right, Mako entering Botwoon. And, oh cool, going for the X Factor.
Nice X Factor. I'll barely get those missiles.
And yeah, really solid Botwoon there. It hit almost all of his supers. Meanwhile, Stump getting the charge again. Whoa, looks like we just got a big raid from the previous match on Speed Gaming. Gameaholic, would you like to sort of run over what's happening?
Yeah. So unfortunately, Stuff died on Fantoon earlier, and which is why there's a pretty big gap. Up until then, the racers were neck to neck to each other. With
Yeah, they were so close all the way up until Fantoon. Or yeah, Stump unfortunately taking that death on the evil squid ghost.
Yeah, I do not blame Mako for taking a safety save, as since he's ahead. It's a really
Yeah, it's a very good call if he's watching and knows where Stump is at. Stump making his way over to Kraid. The first time he took Kraid out, had a little bit of a dance, but we'll see if he can crush the ugly green lizard.
We'll see if he can get the fast kill this time.
Yeah. Makotroid is he had a pretty good first opening round on Dragon. There we go, nice, another Shine Spark. And,
nice quick kill from Stump.
Yeah. And Dragon down. Look at that boss sync right there. The boss kill sync. These runners are still synced up after a death. Sort of. Kind of.
Gonna take more than that to keep these runners apart.
That's right. Yeah, really nice by both. Mako had a pretty awesome Dragon there, getting the Shine Spark kill, and Stump with a quick kill. Very good. So, Mako enjoying the benefit of that space jump. This room is pretty annoying without it. And Stump grabbing the extra energy tank.
For those who want to know Mako's PB, it is 56 minutes and 22 seconds.
Yeah, and did you say Stump was 55? So very close.
55 and 33, so they're less than a minute apart from the PBs.
Yeah. And Stump with a really nice fall through that business center room. That's difficult. I can never seem to get that myself.
Make it look easy, but it's a really technical thing to pull off.
It is, yeah. Yeah, Mako is that's a really good point. He's on a very good pace. He had taken a couple safety saves, but yeah. He had a really good Fantoon, mid pattern, and a 2-round with mids, and made it look. I mean, that's like he got Fantoon times that you would hope to get in a world record run. So it was awesome. Yeah, and Stump unfortunately was, I think, Stump was one super missile away from the kill. He was so close to killing Fantoon, and he took that last hit. So it was, I'm sure Most of us played this game have been there, so.
And unfortunately, with 90%, it's even though it's on a low percent, you still want to go in the game. You still want to go to the boss as soon as you can, and that's going in with a lot less items than what you typically go in as when you're playing this game casually.
Yeah. Yeah, and Stump has had a really great beginning of his second round here so far. In a great quick kill, getting up there to grab speed very nicely. So hopefully he'll be able to cruise and have a better Fantoon this time.
I'm just looking forward to his revenge against Fantoon.
Yeah, I know. Revenge. Obliterate that stupid ghost squid elephant thing once and for all.
Looks like Mako is trying to go for the Shine Spark, but botches it there.
Yep. So we'll see. Another thing I think you could do. So he's picking up Isolator, so he might go the southern route. Kind of down and around that leads right to where Crocomire is.
If he gets a good reverse escape, then he may not to do that.
Yeah.
Need not to do that.
Yeah, it's kind of a good backup for the.
Looks like he's going for the bottom strat.
Oh, right on. Shout out to our southern members of the chat.
It's really amazing to see like all the different strats that these players are running, and almost all the Metroid strats are hard, but you see one player like Stump doing a really good reverse escape, and you see Mako doing a really good Fantoon quick kill.
Yeah, and Mako with that that awesome speed jump through there. That's really cool. That's a difficult one too. To get over here. But you're totally right. It's cool, even though both runners are doing the same boss order, the same sort of general route. There's a ton of little differences and variations and decisions to make, and it's really fun to see those decisions and how they end up working out. And Stump nailed that ice escape beautifully the first time around. Let's see if he gets it again.
Nice. He gets it.
Awesome.
Again, the timing of that strat is really, really, really tight, and he just makes it look really easy. Unfortunately, Mako did not get the jump. That's what power bombs are for.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. Take a little damage from the acid, but yeah, it's a pretty quick recovery.
Going for the worst room in the game. Not so worse if you're playing it really safe.
Yeah, good thing those charged plasma make quick work of those guys. Man, Stump, he went for that Alpha Spark again, and it looked like he got it, but he bonked on the invisible corner or something. He was just a tiny bit too low, I guess.
Fortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, so enter a question in the chat. Does Super Metroid allow for divergent paths and casual play? Yeah, I would say the game does allow for a lot of different pathing. Even when you play casually, I would say that the general, the order you do the bosses is about the same. But even if you took two players who had never played the game before, there would be differences in which items they picked up when, and when they found items, and how they generally got through it. So there's a lot of little differences. And of course, it opens up more. If you can pull off really difficult tricks, you can sequence break even further, and so on and so forth. So.
I think what's great is that when they made this game, there are a lot of different rooms that they could have easily blocked you off, but because of bomb jumps and wall kicks, there are so many places you can get to early on than what the, I guess, the quote unquote intended path is.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really cool. Yeah, the overall world and sort of the world and level design of this game is incredible. It's really gives it puts so much faith in the players and gives them the tools to, it really rewards them for being creative and taking the time to learn difficult tricks, which I think is why it's such an enduring game. It's cool. So here we have Stump. Yeah, he grabbed a quick refill and a save at the ship before Fantoon. Not a bad choice. If you're just joining, yeah, Stump died at his first attempt at Fantoon. Unfortunately, one missile away. Mako did actually take a save before Fantoon for that reason as well. And Mako's almost at Ridley.
Yeah, with 80%, none of the players are safe at any point in the game.
No. Yeah, and Mako, you see, got that extra tank, so he'll have 5 tanks here. It's another decision if you want to go in with, 2 or 3 or 4 or more, however many tanks you're comfortable with. So he should have a pretty clean fight with only 20 shots with his current beam combo. And Stump, looking for revenge.
Round 2, Ridley. Right,
Round 2.
Fantoon.
Fight! Nice Ridley by Mako.
Interestingly, what Stump is doing with his beam strat would not work with the Spazer, with the ice charge and Spazer, because Fantoon has an interesting mechanic where if he takes too much damage, then he'll just disappear instantly. But charge, ice, and wave is just enough to make Fantoon stick around for a bit.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, thanks. I wasn't actually sure about that. So with this beam combo, he can hit him 3 times without, and then if he had got the Spazer too, Fantoon would disappear again faster.
Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a cool. I don't see too many runners use this technique, but there you go. Very nice revenge. Brought down the ghost squid.
Well played, Stump.
Yeah. But it's cool. I really like that actually. As Doppling the missiles is difficult, and can easily, if you just miss that first doppel, you only get 1 missile in, and you end up having like a 7-round Fantoon, like when I fight him, 80%. So, yeah, both runners. It's a good Fantoon kills.
Yeah, the charge method is a really safe strat, since if you miss the X factor, then you'll have beams floating around you, potentially missing more crate hits as he roams around.
Yeah, and it also that's a good point too, and it just helps. Also, you don't have to worry about your ammo count too, so it's just one less thing you kind of have to think about.
That's true.
All right.
Doing good work against 3 musketeers.
Yeah. Yeah, Stump just missing that attic spark. That's a tricky one. I thought to me, he had the right height there. I guess that's just the weird trick sometimes.
I thought you had that.
Yeah. Mako, with all of the 4 bosses down, he'll be making a beeline to Torian.
I think with all the E-tanks, Mako should still is able to take a hit from the red beam of death from Mother Brain, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You can. Although I know that that beam can double stack damage, so it does 100 damage with the gravity suit. So he should be able to take a hit. Yeah. If he takes some damage before then, and sometimes it like does 200 or 300 damage just based on where Samus is and how it hits you and stuff. So it's still kind of like you don't want to really risk it, but it is 6 tanks is pretty comfortable. Yeah, should be able to tank a few hits.
Yeah, Mother Brain is a stressful fight for E-tanks, even with the safety tanks that I typically grab.
I agree. And actually, our runners high-fiving in the elevator. How about that?
Hey, if I got to meet.
Yeah. They're in the same elevator. Elevator sync. There, guy. I think Mako's taking a little refill. That's a great choice, especially if he knows kind of where he's at in relation to Stump. And a save, just in case some wacky things happen in Turian, which they can. It's happened plenty of times in this tournament. A lot of races have been decided in Turian, in and around Mother Brain. So it's a good call. Meanwhile, Stump making his way to Dragon. Ooh, just missing that sweet jump up that room in Meridia.
Going for extra super missiles.
Yeah,
Bad strat.
Those extra supers really help. They help a lot of ways too. They help finish off Dragon and Ridley, and help you prevent running out of ammo in Turian as well. If you
Yep.
get, yeah,
Sorry. Yes, I was going to say, you also don't go for the X Factor strat in, but I mean, the super missiles will save a lot more time, too.
oh, good call. Yeah, absolutely. So it's an all around a really great pickup. All right, and the golden statues have descended. You got Mako. We'll be fighting some Metroids while Stump is fighting the fake Metroids, the Makotroids. So once again, they're almost sort of synced up. I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of stretching it a little bit. They're
That's
both
my way of
fighting-
putting it.
Yeah. Really nice Batoon. Wow, he got like every missile there.
Oh, he was one super missile away. Gets us a nice kill, unless.
Whoops.
Actually gets caught by the Metroid.
Yeah, getting a little Metroid hugs. So he'll probably kill this last room with regular missiles just to make sure he gets enough supers, because you definitely kind of want as many. Oh, there you go. Getting good drops there.
He
Yeah,
does have 20 missiles, so he still has a good room to spare.
true. Good point.
In a typical speed run, you would probably come there with 10 or 15 missiles. So having 10 extra missiles does give a lot more room.
Yeah, Stump pointing out he actually got a gold split between Gravity to Batoon. So yeah, he's been making really great time. After that unfortunate death to Fantoon.
Nice.
Yeah, he's been rocking. So let's see how his Dragon goes here. I think he got a little damage from that first Shine Spark, but it wasn't quite on Dragon's big ugly face. Let's see here.
That's a
Ooh,
good
that was-
one.
Yeah, good one.
Should be one charge away from it.
Dragon giving him like endless swoops here. Gosh, he's had like 6 in a row, 8 in a row. Oh my goodness. Another one.
Wow. Forget
Another.
about-
Oh my gosh.
Forget about Pantoon's RNG. We have
I
a-
know. Dragon, please. Gosh, I lost count. That was like 12 swoops. Oh my gosh. Oh
This
dang.
is the face.
Yeah, just a little bit low. And Mako,
Finish it.
meanwhile, trying to get the Zeptite skip, which is required with his current amount of ammo. It is a required trick.
Ooh, oh, Stump does get the.
Oh
Almost.
my gosh. Woo! That was close. But getting that calculated blue suit right there, wow.
He did get multi-hitted, which is the
Yeah.
scary part. Probably the scariest part about Dragon.
Ooh, and Mako getting Mother Brain 1 on the very last super missile. Very nice.
Calculated.
Again, yeah, both these runners playing really good races. Totally. Again, they were just so close until Bantoon decided to be a kind of a douche nozzle.
That was the most sweeps I've ever seen from any dragon fight.
Yeah, I think that was about the most I've ever seen. All right, Mako finishing up Mother Brain there, and
Thinking coming close.
getting kind of close again. Yeah, these runners like to live dangerously. I respect that.
Motherburn has been a little trolly about invincible iframes, since if you don't damage yourself right, you could take a bit more damage than you intended.
Yeah, that's a risk. Yeah, you can kind of get double or triple hit there from Mother Brain. That always freaks me out. In races, I'm like, oh god, is this going to be that one time I go like below 300 health? Yeah, so just a little bit more on the blue suit is kind of a weird thing. So how it works is there's a game. The game is coded to force Samus to stand up as soon as Dragon dies. So if you kill Dragon in the middle of a Shine Spark, it'll force Samus to exit the Shine Spark while Shine Sparking, and whatever, some magical stuff happens, and you end up with that blue suit. So it has to do with that code that forces Samus in the stand-up position once Dragon dies. Alrighty, and Mako, Mother Brain 3, blasting Mother Brain away with the Hyper Beam. Nice. Mother Brain is dead. Good work, Mako.
Hopefully, Make will choose the right choice of saving the frames.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that. The frames, there are animals everywhere, and there's only so many frames. So you need to save every which frame you can.
As I like to say, there's never enough time to save the animals.
Nope. Yeah, meanwhile, Stump getting out of the Meridia there on his way to Ridley, the last of the final bosses, and Mako escaping. There we go. Hopefully gets the spark up the climb.
Stump should start worry about his health management, since slow enough air can get a little punishing down there.
Yeah, it is a little hairy right now.
Ooh, he gets a nice deep boost. Very nice deep boost.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, moment of truth for Mako. Oh my gosh, where is he going?
Is he committing? No?
Oh! Deactivated. Sorry, animals. Oh man. Rest in peace, Fusion. And a very good game to Mako.
Looks like we have an SRL time of 59 minutes and 41 seconds.
That's right, and Mako improving his SRL any percent time. Very nice, by 18 seconds. Great game to Mako. Yeah, well played, Mako. That was a really good run. Mako, I don't know if you're...
Stump
go
is going at is really low in health, and these
Oh, yeah,
guys can kill him.
Yeah, I think pretty much anything here does like 40 or 50 damage, so that's... Okay, I believe in Stump. He's got everything calculated. This is gonna be no problem. Okay, just freeze the thingy. Yeah, shoot that pirate.
No health drop.
I know, of course, not getting the health when you need it. Oh, this is nervous. Okay, yeah, so the pirates, I think, still are one-hit kill with this
They
health.
do about 50 damage with gravity suit.
Yeah. Don't touch the pirate!
Oh!
Okay, we're good. Calculated.
Just needs to grab the E-tank.
There you guys got to shoot this thing right away. Very nice. Okay, should be alright. I don't think the spikes do enough damage really
Nope.
to...
And he's safe.
Easy. Man, the calculated plays so far. Gosh, Stump's first Fantoon would have been so epic. He had 2 health, and Fantoon was 1 missile away from death. Ah, that's just such a...
I think what's really
one of
great
those
is that
things, man.
we see a huge contrast from these runners. Mako doing really good, insane boss strats, nailing all the X factors and being consistent with the quick kills, but Stump nailing all the broom strats with the fast ice escape, the deboost from the lava pit, and
totally, yeah.
and all the alpha sparks.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, Mako has been kind of killing the bosses with style, and Stump has been doing the movement, the room strats. Yeah, it's really cool. And they, if you guys weren't here at the beginning of the race, they were so close. I mean, they were seconds apart for the first like 15 minutes of the race. So it is really cool. You see the different strengths of the runners come out, and different decisions and everything. And Deer Force is out for Mako.
I apologize if I missed it, but did you know if Mako did the X Factor with Dragon?
Yeah, I think he did. I think on the first Shine Spark, he did X Factor.
Yeah, that's also a really tough trick to pull off, so...
Yeah. Yeah, Mako had a really good Dragon. I think he just missed like the... he missed like the second or third spark, sort of, and got like the fourth one. Fourth one was a kill. Yeah.
Stump is getting some really nice parents from Ridley. Getting some really good free puggle shots.
Yeah, really nice.
Not quite.
Yeah, and again, after Stump died at around 21 minutes, and he picked controller right back up, got back in this race immediately. I'm really happy to see him finish strong. He's had a great run.
I'm so glad he's finishing this run.
Yeah.
Although I think Stump may have gotten a faster Ridley kill than Mako for this run, since he got some really nice patterns there. That's to make up for Dragon's horrible pattern earlier.
I know. Yeah. I want to watch, but I'm gonna go back to the VOD and count the swoops. That had to have been over 10. That was like 12 or something.
If someone could make a clip for that, that'd be awesome, amazing.
Yeah. Stump's Dragon had like 13 swoops in a row. What is it? Do you know the is it like 50-50? What's the RNG behind the Dragons?
I don't know on top of my head. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, nice. Short mark ball there.
Really nice, yeah.
Again, the room strats.
Stump has busted out really impressive tech this match.
I guess to answer, let's see, Sanix, it is technically possible to do a one strat, but there is a nifty technique called the perfect frame where you can. So normally when you shoot a super on Bantoon, if it doesn't kill him, it enrages him. But there is a specific frame where it's a frame perfect trick, and if you nail it off, then you could technically get a super in without him enraging. But it's a frame perfect trick, and if he messes up, then you get to deal with his berserk timer rage. So it's very impractical to do it in the race setting, let alone a PB, since it's extremely punishing if you mess it up.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's I've seen clips of people doing it in practice, but I think that's 1/60th of a second to get it. So, and then of course, you're punished by like 20 seconds of angry Fantoon if you miss it. So,
and there are a lot of risky strats where if you mess it up, then you lose time. And this is probably one of the biggest risk. That doesn't outright kill you.
Right. Yeah. But humans have been able to do one round Fantoon. So Stump will be getting his way back up and on the way to Turian to finish out the game. So he would have had he died about 21 minutes, 21 and a half minutes in or so. So he would have had a very good time if you just subtract 21 off of his current hour and 7.
Oh, is he going to do it? Oh.
The fish with the plasma shield or whatever that's called.
Probably the only time we'll ever see that move in this race.
Yeah, I was reading on the wiki that there's no known uses for the plasma special attack, but they're gonna have to update that. That wasn't obviously it's got a very important use.
Is he going to finish this race with just the plasma beam? He's going to have to at least get ice.
You know, I like the green plasma beam look. It looks cool. It's a bummer you can't see it very, everyone has ice. So, rightly so, but... You don't see just the base plasma very often.
I thought it was really interesting that they even let you do that in this game.
Yeah, again, and it's like all these little decisions that the developers put in, be able to turn off and customize your gear as needed. It's so cool that they put all that in there because they give so much power to the players to get around this game world however the heck they want, which is really cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Showing up some plasma.
Do you remember a nickname for that move? we do have one for the Spacer.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what that one's called. Sorry.
So we have the X Factor, the Golden Shower, I think Ice Shield for the Ice one.
Yeah.
Chat wants to make it up. We could make something work here.
I know. Yeah. What do you think we should call that? That plasma attack. It looks pretty cool. It's too bad that there's no like practical use discovered yet for the plasma stuff.
Well, we didn't think Moonwalk was a good thing until Moonfall was found. So who knows?
Exactly. Yeah, Spacer is the golden shower because it kind of looks like a golden shower. the way it looks in game, kind of shower-like.
Unfortunately, got caught.
Yikes! Yeah, and Stump will. He should be good on missiles, unless this last one really trolls him. But
Even with 29, he'd still be fine.
whoa!
Oh, Vochi gets stuck there.
Oh my gosh! I've never seen that before. That's crazy.
Oh, unfortunately, now he's bit
Ooh,
less.
Stump! Careful. Oh my gosh, Stump is gonna need supers, I think. Oh no!
That's
Does he
all
have
those
enough?
supers. You need 6 to break the glass, and I think Mother Brain has 3,000 health.
Look, it's a shower and it's gold, okay? I don't know what a golden shower looks like. I just know that the Spacer thing looks like a shower. And okay, never mind. I shouldn't even look at chat. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so Stump will.
He is technically safe. The question is if he manages his missiles on the doors and the eye, he can still pull this off if he does low percent tricks.
Okay.
Because with low percent, you still have 10 to 20 missiles. So yeah, he's going for missiles.
Okay, yeah, he'll probably have to come back and refill.
Because after going through the eye, you need to have a minimum of 10. You want to come with 10 missiles and 5 supers. But ideally he do the safe strat and just use missiles from here on.
Yeah, so he'll probably open up this last door and then come back up to the refill. Yeah.
Yeah, and because he killed all the Metroids, if you kill all the Metroids in a room, it stops the other Metroids from respawning.
Okay.
So as soon as he killed the last one, he no longer had the option to farm them up again. But this is a sneak peek for Nobile strat, low percent strat.
Yeah. And I think the if you can go and open all the doors first before the refill, but you have 1 health. So if you get hit, by that one of those things, you die. So it's kind of safe. The little donuts.
So Mother Brain has 3,000 health, and each super missile does 300 damage. So
Okay.
15 is going to be done to her, and then you'll need, let's see.
Yeah, I'll just have to watch those turrets. Okay, I think he hit everything. Oh no!
Did he get turreted?
I don't know. No!
It's unfortunate.
Dumb. Shoot, yeah, so does it matter the order of if you break the glass with regular missiles or supers at all, or is it just does he just straight up not have enough?
I think that's may not be enough. Since now that I think about it, I think you go. Because I believe you do you go with 10-5 or do you go 10-10 in low percent?
That's a good question. I am not sure. Yeah, so he's just making sure.
Unfortunately, I guess that's not enough.
Man.
So he's one missile short from
Oh
another
no!
brain.
All right, thank you, Kip, for doing the math there. Dang.
Is he going to do the reverse, the space-time escape?
I don't know. Oh, does the glass stays broken?
Oh.
If the glass stays broken, then that's a good point. Kip, I think you were correct. So he and others have pointed this out as well. Going through and breaking each of the Zebutite one by one, and then breaking the glass. Coming back for one final refill, in order to have enough damage. So we're not out of this yet, boys.
He's
We
still
got
alive.
another brain to fry.
Apologies for the miscalculation.
Yeah, that's really cool. Thank you for pointing that out, and I apologize. I didn't know that the glass would stay dead after leaving it and come back. So yeah, Stump. I give big kudos to Stump for finishing out this race. You got this, man.
I think this is going to be the only run where we actually get to see the Zebites killed.
Yeah, I know, we don't often get to see that. Yeah, this is kind of like,
Yeah, one more to go.
one more to go, so I think we'll have 2 more refills total.
Yep. For those in chat, do you guys know if saving will keep the Zebites from spawning? Or reloading your save after you kill them?
It's another good question.
I'm so glad Stump made this safety save.
It's hard work. It's hard work being a bounty hunter in space. You know, sometimes you gotta go up and down. You know, refill missiles the whole time. You know, someone's got to do it though.
We'll have enough to break that glass.
Cool. So all the zip sites are down. He only broke one side of the glass there, so it might respawn to full.
Either you have to break it completely for it to save there, or he'll keep that state. We'll find out. Alright, so then we'll be seeing one more refill after this.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's right, Krillin. I mean, yes, these runners typically make being a bounty hunter in space look amazing, but sometimes it's hard work. Sometimes it requires a little elbow grease to kill these stupid glass tanks. That was it on the last missile. Nice. Perfect. Okay. Stump has got this, man. That was another calculated moment there.
You have a run.
I know, that was really close. Let's go, Stump. And that's so cool. I didn't know about the glass. There's just so many cool things in this game that I'm still learning. So I apologize for not being able to answer every question. But there's a lot of just cool little tricks and things to know about this game. So
I guess it really does pay to know about all the backup strats.
yeah, definitely does. Okay, good call, fruit bat salad. What if, yeah,
If she had infinite missiles, if she just carried it on her back?
I know. I mean, she's carrying 2 suits with her at one time.
Ooh,
all right,
super just there.
Bam! Mother Brain 1 is dead. Yes! Stump is killing it. Here we go. All Stump do is just has to resist the temptation, the various fast food that Mother Brain is peddling, being those meatballs, onion rings, and ketchup.
What would you call the bombs?
I've heard them called meatballs, and I've kind of stuck with that. I don't know. I think they also people call them chicken tenders or something, or maybe I just made that up right now.
And can you give a shout out to Stump for sticking out for this?
Yeah, big shout out to Stump, man. We're really happy to see you finish this one out.
coming out and almost and surviving an almost yet another run killer thing.
Yeah, both Mako and Stump has put on display some really excellent moves in this race. Between the bosses and the movement, there's been really cool stuff by both runners.
Come to think of it, I think this is in this run we get to see all the ugly parts of the 90% of getting to early kill, almost getting killed by getting multi-hit from Dragon.
Yeah.
And being short in ammo and Mother Brain.
Yeah. Being getting kind of screwed by those the Metroid rooms is always a threat in any run with kind of low ammo like these. So yeah, but still you don't see it very often. So it was cool.
For those who don't watch a lot of speedrun grinds, the issues, the problems that Stump went through isn't actually uncommon, and it's really hard to appreciate how tough these runs are, and you see a lot of resets because these happen to runners all the time.
That's a really good point, man. Yeah, I totally agree. And here we go, emergency. The planet is blowing up, and all the space pirates are just hanging out. But not Samus. She's getting out of there.
I think she's been in this place for too long.
Yeah. There's bigger and better things. So, for those of you just joining, who might have watched the epic conclusion of that Mako finishing the race, but he debated the animals. He thought about it. He went down there, but then he returned without saving the animals and let them cook.
I'm hoping Step does the same thing.
Yeah, we'll see what he does. Oh, cool. Behemoth Spark. Nice.
You know how many pixels you have to be off to pull that off? I got the crazy room strat.
Yeah, I do not. I know it is a little bit tighter.
Stop making the correct choice.
Bye-bye, animals. Oh. Oh, no, he's thinking about it. No! Don't do it, Stump.
Making the right call.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No! Where are you going? The ship is the other way! Turn around! Oh my goodness. Oh my. Stump. Stump, why? Why did you do it? Oh.
Gets the best room strats and then he has to do that.
You're getting... Okay, going for the Alcatraz. Alcatraz is probably kind of weird with high jump boots. And space jump. I don't know if I've ever tried it with the high jump boots on.
Well, when I tried it with the screw attack, I couldn't tell where to wall jump with the weird flip animation.
Yeah, that was a swag speedball to get through there. Okay. Well, unless Stump has any other useless missions. There we go. Very good game, Stump. Very good game. Well played, man.
Persistence from Stump is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, both runners did a great show. Yeah, from the first like 10 or 15 minutes or so where they were seconds apart, neck and neck, there were like there must have been like 5 to 10 lead changes in the first 15 minutes. They were just going back and forth, and then that unfortunate Fantoon death, and then totally calculated battles against Dragon and Botwoon. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to watch. Very well played. Awesome job, Stump. That was a really fun to watch finish.
This was a really good race,
Yeah.
especially the first 15 minutes of it.
So go ahead if you haven't already. Drop a follow for Stump and Makotroid. Put on a great race, and I'd like to give a shout out to the organizers of the tournament and the speed gaming team. They do an absolute ton of work. This is my first sort of speed game tournament, and I was blown away by all the behind the scenes work that is done to make these happen and to restream and to make all this. And it's been very fun. So
Yeah, with the Swiss format, we're getting a lot more rounds per player than all the other events, and for them to put up with all these, to organize all these rounds, shout outs to all the organizers for making this happen.
yeah, and thank you, Gameaholic, for commentating with me, putting up with me for over an hour and a half or so.
Well, thanks for the co-commentary, Mako.
You bet.
Toasty.
So as we're arriving at the Deer Force for Stump, I guess I will say take care and enjoy the last few matches of the tournament. Very excited. We have our this is the last round of the Swiss, and then we'll have the top 8 single elimination coming up after this. So, and hopefully we get some of those RBOs in those low ice rounds. So that'll be a lot of fun. And Deer Force, I will catch you guys next mission. Take care.
All right, this has been Toasty and Gameaholic, and thanks for watching us.